Hey guys, just checking I'm live on Facebook as well. I was about to say, come on, Facebook. Hey guys, I forgot to do my new intro. Ciao. Hi, hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S. back with another video. Just in case you didn't know, I'm M.K.S. Top on, but anywho, I wore my M.K.S. cap in my last video, but yeah, I didn't get around to doing this, so I thought I'd finish off part 4 of, I suppose, my dreams for Monza and that kind of thing. As I like to do them in 4 parts. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and this is the 4th and final part of my dreams ahead for AC. As usual, these are pointers number 31 to 40. As I said yesterday, I think in part 3, I'd love to sometimes, I can't remember if it was in part 2 or 3, but anyway, I'd love to sometimes do in a different order or something like that. If I can mix things up, I do part 2 first, or whatever, something quirky like that. Maybe not, but I don't know if I'll ever get around to that, but I suppose time will tell. But anyway, these are pointers number 31 to 40, as per usual, as I say. So here goes. So number 31, I dream to support, I dream that my ideas will benefit, basically, AC Monza, and I'll help the club to connect together with its supporters and try to win and achieve success, like winning trophies, bringing in the best possible players, coaches, coaching staff, directors of football, managers and whatnot that could be involved in making a great football team. Even like dietitians, I think would be really good, as I said before, because I think improving the diets could help Italian football more generally, club and country level. And I'd love to encourage the most possible investors and sponsors into the club. Number 32, as I normally do, I thought I'd recap part 1. I suppose I said in point number 2, like learning from history and from other club teams, even national teams, other sports, even world of business, mistakes to avoid, things that work, things that don't work, and whatnot, and also its own history as well. And I'd love for people to find out facts and figures and information about Monza as well. I hope these videos help to raise their profile. Only had enough viewers, I guess. But I hope Monza fans will check out these videos, because it will help to raise the profile of the club, I hope, ideally. It's worth a shot anyway. And even like local businesses, again, I know I mentioned before, but local businesses could talk about how to attract investment, how they could attract sponsorship and money, basically, into the club and things like that. And even offering, I'm going to move on to point number 33 and say, point number 33, even offering tax incentives. I'd love for there to be, I'm going to go into Donald Trump, probably not the right time to say that, but I don't know if I can do it. Huge, can't do it. So, huge tax incentives for investing in Italian football, like to be tax exempt, or at least pay the lowest amount of tax as possible. So to entice investment into Italian football, both locally, nationally, well, locally/nationally and internationally as well. And maybe even access to Italian markets. So if they invest in Monza, they get access to investing in Italian markets, Italian businesses and whatnot. So overseas businesses like P.4, Microsoft and others, to invest in Italian companies, to invest in Italian football, and therefore get access to invest in companies and things like that. I think like the P.4 wanted to even buy the cathedral in Milan, for instance, but maybe like getting access to buy Italian assets as long as they invest in the football team and little creative ideas like that, I guess. Ideally, I'd love to see that. I know I'm looking at it from a unique angle as someone who only supports Italy in and for the football. But I was thinking this morning as I was getting ready, getting dressed, having my cup of tea and things like that, I was thinking I'd love for Italians to work together to bring back what was once, what was once a proud footballing nation, to get back to those glory days. Yeah, so I hope they can work together on that, and again, at club and country level, to bring Italian football clubs back to the top. Number 34. So on that note, I'd love for them to win, or at least compete in like the Serie A, the Coppa Italia, the Italian Super Cup, and things like that. And then also in Europe, competing in like the Conference League, at least, if not the Europa League, maybe one day even Champions League, at least helping it Italian football to be more proud at that level. So hopefully winning at that sort of level, or winning as many trophies as possible, and bringing in the best possible players, coaches, coaching staff, directors, football managers, and things like that, as I say, over time. And again, dietitians to improve diets, which I hope will help, as well as those who could train and coach, like fitness and things like that. We know the best exercises to help to build a great football team as good as possible. Number 35, and I'd love to know from AC Monza fans, like what would there be, what would be their priorities for a football team, like whether that's winning domestically, or like I'd love to see like Italian teams competing and hopefully winning trophies nationally, continental wise in Europe and internationally, basically. So winning, as I say, Conference Leagues, Europa Leagues, Champions Leagues, and things like that to help Italian football get back up the league table in terms of in terms of the domestic league or whatever, and in terms of the league, in terms of Serie A and Italian teams, club teams, basically. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess, and hopefully benefit the national team, as I say, by producing great footballers for the national team as well. So number 36. On that note, I'd say I'd love to see the clubs like AC Monza, yes, buying the best possible overseas players, but also developing good Italian players, and maybe looking at what they could learn from those overseas players as well. So young Italian footballers being developed to benefit the national team. And number 37, a partnership with Celtic, which I often talk about. But I hope to talk more about Celtic tomorrow, so I'm going to move on. Number 38, hopefully the passion of Italian football can come back. Italians can fall in love with football again and be proud of the teams, proud of football, be proud of Italian football again, make Italian football proud again, make Italian football great again, and that kind of thing. Please would be nice, I know, sorry. But on a serious note, I'd love to see that passion translate to success on the pitch. And I talk about learning things. I mean, maybe Italian football is too defensive for the modern game, because in the past you could score a goal and just see it out, defend it. But now I think you have to be able to score more goals. And the winning teams, like Spanish teams, are more attacking. And maybe Italian teams should try and adapt and adopt that sort of game, vice versa. So that's seeing how they can pass and move the ball more quickly, take 1 or 2 touches, go forward, and things like that. See what they can learn from Spanish and other teams. And again, other leagues, like even like what are some weaknesses of like the French league, the Spanish league, or even the EPL, and what are the strengths of weaknesses, strengths, and opportunities, as I like to put it. So then that SWOT analysis, but in the opposite sort of order, or a different order at least, because I normally like to get the worst out of the way. But yeah, I'd say I'd love to see that passion translate to success on the pitch. Number 39. So yeah, I hope they can win trophies. And I was thinking recently about even from December, like my plans for the year, maybe before that. I'm hoping to wait till, and I'll mention how I hope to wait till at least March, if not May, or even August, to talk more about like special needs or neurodiversity and that kind of thing, and like dyslexic millionaires and billionaires networks, which I'd love to create, and neurodivergent millionaires and billionaires networks, I'd love to create, and that kind of thing, or even trillionaires networks in the future, maybe. But yeah, I was hoping to wait till at least August, my birthday, or at least March, I'd say, March to Victory, or I could talk about a few different groups and how to empower them or whatnot. But recently I resaw some of my videos where I made on my dyslexic billionaires, and my ideas on that. But yeah, I'd love to see dyslexic and other neurodiverse people contributing to the Italian football. I mentioned that as well, Celtic. And number 40, it'd be interesting to see what Monza could achieve with more investment and sponsorship and a better vision, 5 to 10 year plans, and that kind of thing. And what Italian football teams could improve generally and what they could achieve if they went more attacking or things like that. And on that note, I think I left it to. I think I made it quite a good amount of time this time, just over 10 minutes. So not quite there, but getting there maybe. Yeah, but anyway, on that note, I'll pick some up.